What's up, guys? Dallas and I are down here in Boca right now, and we just wrapped up an awesome week of training that we're excited to share with you. And this is a plan that we've had ever since we got back together. We set aside this week to get together to train, and we wanted to give a video back to those of you that have supported us throughout the entire time that we've worked together. Those of you who have supported and just encouraged us getting back together. And we wanted to do this in a way that, we like the type of videos that we watched when we first got into bodybuilding. So what you're going to see throughout this week of training is everything that we did. So nothing's going to be edited, nothing's going to be cut. Start to finish, warm-up sets, everything that we did in the gym is going to be shown. So it's going to be different because now in our time right now, most things are edited down. Mostly it's just more of a highlight reel type footage. And yes, there's definitely some high points in the video, but at the same time, we constantly are getting a lot of questions about how we got to those top sets or what was in the middle of what you don't see on Instagram. So that's what we wanted to give back to you guys in this video. So we hope that you enjoy it.
So basically what you'll see in this video is exactly where I'm at in training right now. Everything I'm doing, as Matt already said, set for set, rep for rep, pound for pound, you'll see everything. But not only that, it's exactly where I am in my training at this point. So, that being said, it's like things change, we only trained everything once this week. Some weeks we might be doing 2-a-days. Some weeks we might be doing, 2-a-days some days, and then trying to prioritize things in a different way. And you'll see that in future videos, but guys always want to know what we're doing right now, and you're going to see it all right now. So a few things different about this week's training. I've been having a little bit of lower back tightness, some like muscle spasms type stuff. So I've been getting that worked out with the chiropractor and stuff. It's not obviously to the point where I can't train effectively, but we did a few things differently, squatting on the Smith machine, which isn't really out of the normal, but we did that in hopes of, keeping some pressure off the back. And then we, obviously you'll see our back workout was slightly adjusted, and, it's just, so far this off season, I've traveled a lot and I've been very busy, and, we've kind of had to revert to just getting things done the best we can. And I think, obviously the progress still speaks for itself. We're progressing, but we're doing things differently because sometimes you have to. So hopefully that'll be interesting for you guys to see.
At this point, Dallas is 28 weeks out of the Arnold. So one of the things that I kind of want to speak about on his behalf is just as I've been down here this week and as we've gone through training, I've also seen the maturation process happen with how he approaches training when I'm not here. His life this year has been different in terms of his requirements outside of the gym. Obviously as an athlete, training is the most important part of his day, but at the same time he has other requirements. He's guest posing a lot, he's going to different events. So with all these things, training does have to be modified, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of people on the outside looking in might not notice, why guys are training different or why they're not always training all out. And not to say that we didn't train all out, but within different parts of the year, you can't just be deadlifting week in and week out when you're on a plane for 12 hours. So those are some of the things that you guys are going to see in this video too, is that we're still approaching things with the end goal in mind, but also there's a point of diminishing returns where if you're fighting your body, if your body's hurting you and you're not listening to that, eventually you're just going to continue to make things worse and worse. And we're at a point where the goal for Dallas right now is to be as fresh as possible when his actual prep starts, which is going to be the beginning of December. So anything that we do between now and then should be building up towards that goal and not taking away from it. I don't want him entering prep where he's beat up, where he can't train the way he wants to train, where he can't deadlift if he wants to deadlift. So everything that we do between now and then is just a stepping stone, which might sometimes be taking a step to the side, approaching training a little bit different, and that's all going to be stuff that we discussed throughout what we did this week. I don't think this can be said enough, but I also want to thank Flex Lewis for opening his gym to us. Also, just thank you to Flex for allowing Dallas to train there year round. It's been a huge blessing, I know, in Dallas's life to be around you and just see how you conduct yourself as a professional and the legacy that you're leaving. So thank you for that. You know, Dallas is actually very close to the gym now. So from a stress component too, it's just timing. Everything has just been so nice to have that facility to use, to be able to train in it all week, to not have to worry about people being around and just be able to do whatever we want. So thank you.